Embracing the art of loving what you do. In the bustling world of self-improvement, we often encounter the cliché advice, do what you love. It's plastered on motivational posters, whispered in seminars, and echoed across social media platforms. But let's pause for a moment and delve deeper into this seemingly simple directive. Bodo Scafer, the protagonist of our story, didn't merely advocate for pursuing passions. Instead, he urged us to love everything we do. Yes, even the mundane tasks, the paperwork, the meetings, the tax forms. Why? Because therein lies the key to unlocking our true potential, the power of choice.
Imagine you're faced with a task that rises sparkle of inspiration. Perhaps it's a spreadsheet that refuses to balance, or a customer complaint that tests your patience. In those moments, you hold more power than you realize. It's you, the decision maker, who shapes your experience.
The restaurant owner's dilemma.
Consider the restaurant owner who adores cooking.
Her culinary creations dance on plates, delighting patrons. But behind the scenes, she grapples with managerial headache just scheduling shifts, handling inventory, and mediating staff conflicts. Does she despise these aspects? Not necessarily. She chooses to love them because they're part of her larger vision, a symphony that orchestrates her success, the content creator's tax woes. Now, let's peek into my world, the realm of content creation. I thrive when crafting stories, weaving words into tapestries of meaning. Yet tax season arrives, and suddenly, I'm knee-deep in forms, receipts, and deductions. Do I revel in tax codes? Not exactly. But I embrace them as integral threads in my creative fabric. They're the price I pay for pursuing my passion. The mood swing experiment. Observe your daily life. When you're in a good mood, tasks flow effortlessly. 8 hours vanish like a fleeting dream. But when the clouds gather, even the simplest chores become burdensome. Difference? Attitude. The work remains constant. It's our perception that wields the magic wand. Choosing love. So Bodo Scafer's wisdom transcends mere occupation. It's about infusing love into every stitch of our existence. When we choose love, we transform drudgery into dance. Mundane becomes meaningful, and our performance soars. The restaurant analogy. Picture 2 restaurants side by side. Both serve exquisite cuisine, yet one thrives while the other languishes. The secret? The former staff, whether chefs or waitstaff, love their roles. They savor each task, from chopping onions to balancing the books. Their collective love radiates, drawing patrons like moths to a flame. In conclusion, as we journey through life, let's not wait for passion to strike like lightning. Instead, let's cultivate love of the quiet, steadfast kind. Whether you're a chef, an office worker, or a dreamer, scribbling poems, infuse love into your canvas, for therein lies the alchemy that turns ordinary moments into extraordinary chapters. Work as play, the art of loving what you do. In the bustling corridors of successful restaurants, a subtle magic unfolds. The readings are warmer, the uniforms crisper, and the energy palpable. Contrast this with struggling establishments, their owners' voices falter, and the atmosphere lacks vigor. What sets these two worlds apart? It's not just culinary prowess, it's the choice to infuse love into every task, the genius of enjoyment. Consider the geniuses in the service. Industry chefs who play artistry, or the waitstaff who glide between tables. They don't merely serve, they revel in their roles. Why? Because they've decided to love their work. This choice radiates positive energy, enveloping patrons and ensuring continued success, focus, and flow. Now, let's explore the heart of productivity. When you actively choose to love your job, focus follows suit. Tasks unravel faster, and quality blossoms. Even mundane chores transform when approached with devotion. The secret? Wholehearted engagement. No more aimless fun scrolling or coffee breaks, just unwavering attention. The game of work. Imagine work as a game. Not the stiff, suited version, but the one where you sprawl comfortably hugging the metaphorical game chair. No furrowed brows, just playful exploration. Mistakes. They're part of the game. When you respond, you learn, adapt, and forge ahead. Life too deserves this lightness. High income alchemy. Now, let's chase high income. It's not about mastering Excel or Word. Apple didn't emerge from meticulously organized financial statements. It sprang forth from an idea they've formed. How do you birth such ideas? By playing. Yes, even in business. Pitch the rigid suit, embrace the game controller. The crazy creative leap. Sometimes, the best ideas seem wild, bordering on madness. But creativity thrives in playfulness. Try it lightly, like a game. No exhaustive planning, just leap. Fail? No worries, respond. Soon you'll dance with ideas, and success will follow your playful footsteps. In conclusion, so dear reader, as you sit at your desk, whether in a restaurant or an office, remember, love isn't reserved for grand gestures. It resides in the everyday. Approach work like a game, and watch the alchemy unfold. Your income, your joy, your leisure, they're all waiting for your playful touch. In the bustling theater of life, confidence takes center stage. It's the spotlight that illuminates our path, casting shadows or revealing brilliance. And just beyond the curtain lies success, the grand final we all yearn for. The subjective tapestry of ability. Consider this: our abilities aren't measured objectively, like widgets churned out per hour in a factory. No, they're woven into the fabric of perception. Who teaches better? Which store exudes warmth? These judgments dance in the realm of subjectivity. And here's the twist: the ability to appear capable is as vital as raw talent. Enter confidence in the magician who conjures visible ability, the humble no and the bold try. Picture this scene: the world leans in, asking, "Can you do this?" You hesitate, teetering on the edge of humility. "I'm a bit less capable," you murmur. But wait, there's another player, the one who says, "I'll give it a try." That person, fueled by confidence, seizes opportunities. They dance with tasks, stumbling at first, but gradually pirouetting into mastery. Their secret: confidence isn't a byproduct of ability. It's the catalyst for growth. Bodo Scafer's wisdom echoes through the pages of a success diary. Imagine it: a humble notebook capturing your daily victories. Not grand triumphs, mind you. No, we celebrate the small. When's the bright greetings, the balanced meals, the 30-minute exercise? Each entry whispers, "You did it." And as you focus on these notes, success unfurls its wings. Confidence blooms, petal by petal. Now, shift the spotlight to your workplace. The boss, the conductor, watches keenly. Are you the violin that uplifts the symphony, or the discordant note that jars? Melody, bright moods ripple through cubicles, altering the very air we breathe. Productivity waltzes with joy. And here's the secret: teams thrive when laughter echoes. So be the one who sprinkles kindness like confetti. Imagine two colleagues. One wears a perpetual frown, the other a contagious smile. Both possess skills, but they matter to one who shares help, and joy becomes magnetic. Why? Because 99 of us crave lovely companionship. We choose the laughter-filled office over the sterile one any day. And as you sprinkle joy, your reputation blossoms an invisible crown atop your head. In the grand opera of life, we're all performers. And happiness, it's our encore. So, ask, what can I do for you today? Smile. Radiate warmth. Soon, your positive attitude becomes legend. And remember, confidence isn't arrogance. It's the quiet assurance that fuels success. When people seek collaborators, they gravitate toward those who hum a cheerful tune. As you step onto life's stage, carry this melody, share help and joy. Be the conductor who orchestrates laughter, the violin that harmonizes with others. And when the curtain falls, you'll find success waiting in it. Wins a standing ovation for your kindness, your confidence, and your unwavering belief in the symphony of humanity. In the grand theater of life, where roles shift and destinies intertwine, there exists a secret path to wealth, a path paved not with gold bricks, but with character, courage, and kindness. Let us unravel this symphony of success, composed by the whispers of wisdom, the reputation currency. Imagine you're an employee cog in a bustling corporate machine. Your boss, the conductor, watches keenly. Why? Because reputation precedes you. If you're the one who sprinkles joy, who lifts spirits, your odds soar. The boss, like a savvy investor, knows that your positive reputation will yield dividends. And if you're the boss, well, business partners flock to those who orchestrate laughter. Reputation, my friend, is the currency of opportunity, the vessel of spirit. Now, let's peer into the human soul. It's not the bank balance that reveals its size, it's the vessel, the ball that holds dreams, fears, and aspirations. Some balls overflow, spilling money like water. Others, small and fragile, leak, unable to contain abundance. How do you grow your vessel? By not getting excited over trifles. Picture this: someone cuts you off in traffic, or a rude email lands in your inbox. These are mere ripples in the vast ocean of existence. Courage lies in staying calm, in not losing your temper. For minor mistakes, yours or others, embrace them gently. Your reputation swells with each gracious response. The symphony of attitude. Why does wealth elude some? Because attitude is the maestro. Investment companies, those discerning patrons, don't just eye marketability. They seek attitude at a quiet hum of resilience. Qualifications matter, but attitude, it's the secret sauce. Whether you're selling widgets or dreams, your demeanor matters. Imagine a startup pitch. The founder exudes confidence, even when the numbers waver. Investors lean in. Why? Because attitude predicts success. And today's title, Wealth Leverage, whispers the truth. Greatest leverage isn't stocks or real estate, it's self-investment. The asset within. Pulse. Look within. Your highest return asset isn't a stock portfolio, it's you. Your skills, your dreams, your resilience, so they compound like interest. Remember the commandment, grow your self-worth. Nurture it like a rare orchid. Great wealth follows those who invest in themselves. The top one. They didn't amass fortunes by hoarding salaries. No, they danced with risk, bet on themselves, and grew their vessels. With $1 million, they'd scoff at mere houses. Their wealth. It's the symphony. They compose the one that echoes through generations. The final crescendo. As we conclude this opus, dear reader, remember you're not just a player, you're the conductor. Share joy, build courage, and embrace each note of life's melody. Reputation, attitude, and self-worth are your golden tickets. So, step onto the stage, and let the world hear your symphony. The applause, it's the universe whispering, well done, maestro. In the grand gallery of prosperity, where dreams and fortunes intertwine, there exists a secret. First stroke is stroke that paints not just wealth, but legacy. Let us delve into this masterpiece, guided by whispers of wisdom, currency of word. Imagine your job the canvas you paint upon each day. But can you sell it? Not likely. Office workers, like silent artists, cannot auction their roles. And when the moment arrives when the door slams, the illusion of job stability shatters. Whether you toil for Samsung or Apple, your position isn't a commodity. You can't peddle it like a prize painting. So what can you sell? What can you wield like a masterstroke? The self-employed symphony. Now, shift the spotlight to the self-employed, their stores, their ventures. They're the ones who can sell, but even their canvas has creases. Facility fees, management, costs are the shadows that dance alongside profits. Yet, they persist. Why? Because they can sell. Samsung, Apple giants, they too can be bought and sold. The stock market whispers price to earnings ratio. A PER of 10 means the company's value is tenfold its profit. Investors, like art collectors, seek masterpieces. They want to own a work for a symphony. The entrepreneur's overture. But what of entrepreneurs? They compose their own symphonies. Yet, without a system, their notes falter. An autonomous corporate structure of conductors baton brings freedom. Without it, entrepreneurs fill gaps with their sweat. But here's the crescendo. A successful company isn't just about future value, it's about now. Investors, the patrons, don't seek to labor. They crave ownership, a sweet melody of profits. The final movement. As we conclude this sonata, remember your canvas of work you can sell as your opus. Whether you're a self-employed artist or a corporate maestro, weave your legacy. Paint with passion, but build systems. Let your symphony echo through generations. Investors, the silent audience who wait. They seek not just notes, but the crescendo of wealth. In the bustling marketplace of dreams, where fortunes ebb and flow, there exists a secret path, a path not paved with gold, but with distinction. Let us compose our own symphony, guided by whispers of wisdom. Imagine buying a company, a canvas where profits dance. But beware, one person alone cannot orchestrate this symphony. A company that relays solely on its founder is a ticking bomb. So what's the secret to making money? Create a system that sings without you. Think Samsung Electronics, appliances that hum, even when their creators step aside. But it needn't be colossal. Consider a restaurant. The chef's secrets are manualized, and franchises bloom. Even if one branch falters, the melody continues. In YouTube channels, they too can be sold, but not if they're a solo act. Magic lies in systems, in collaboration beyond the spotlight. The art of differentiation. Now, shift the spotlight to skill. You've honed your craft, but so have your competitors. Who stands out? Not the one with the best grains of sand, those countless specks lost in the desert. No, it's the pearl, the one that gleams, that sings a unique melody. Starbucks, for instance, not the best coffee perhaps, but the most famous. It stands out. That's where the game ends. In other words, what we need to overwhelmingly increase our income is not overwhelming skill. Skill is essential, but it only applies to athletes. So what do we need? It's to stand out. It stands out. What is the way to do this? It is differentiation. Differentiating means finding a blue oceana canvas untouched by the masses, not the red ocean, crowded and competitive, but the azure expanse where innovation thrives. Blue oceans are rare, elusive. They beckon with promise, yet few dare to explore. Why? Because they're not popular yet. But therein lies the magic. While red oceans churn with competition, blue oceans hold hidden treasures. They're the fields where you can be more than a grain of sand. You can be a pearl symphony of uniqueness. As we conclude this opus, remember you're not just a grain of sand, you're the pearl. Differentiate. Seek the blue ocean, the canvas where your melody can flourish. And when the world listens, it won't hear just another note, it'll hear your unique song. In the vast expanse of the business world, we find ourselves navigating turbulent waters, a crimson sea teeming with competitors, each vying for a slice of success. This is the red ocean, where the tides of opportunity and challenge converge. But within this tempest lies a beacon of hope, the art of differentiation, the allure of the red ocean. Imagine a bustling marketplace, its waves crashing against the hulls of countless ships. Here, fortunes are made and dreams shattered. The sheer magnitude of this ocean is both exhilarating and daunting. It's easier to make $10 billion in a $100 trillion market than to extract $1 billion from a mere $1 billion niche. Yet, even as the tide swells, we face a paradox. How can we satisfy everyone when the horizon stretches infinitely? The whisper of uniqueness. Differentiation, a solitary lighthouse amidst the storm. It need not be grandiose, a single spark can ignite a revolution. Consider Starbucks, the omnipresent coffee empire. Its aroma envelops city streets, yet within its bustling cafes, a gap emerges. Amidst the chatter and clatter, where can one find solace for quiet contemplation? Enter the book cave of desire, an oasis for book lovers seeking self-improvement. Here, the air hums with whispered wisdom, and the scent of freshly brewed ideas lingers. It's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about adding a single spoke that sets you apart. YouTube, a symphony of voices. In the digital realm, YouTube echoes with myriad voices. Book review channels aplenty. Why then, do some resonate more profoundly? It's not merely delivery skills or polished scripts. No, it's the alchemy of sincerity and insight. Imagine a calendar, each video a day, meticulously crafted. Beyond mere summaries, the creator infuses their soul, sharing personal reflections and practical applications. They don't shout, they converse. And in this quiet authenticity, they stand out a lighthouse in the digital fog. The mutable rules of life. We often believe that rules are immutable, etched into the fabric of existence. But they're woven by human hands, subject to change. Take salaries, for instance. Civil servants adhere to fixed scales, but the rest of us dance on a shifting stage. Company policies, not laws, legal deadlines. So, how did a novice carpenter triple their wage? Not through skill alone. Instead, they introduced an investor, altering the script. The lesson? Negotiate your worth, don't be confined by rigid lines. A symphony of differentiation. As we sail through life's red ocean, remember this differentiation isn't about mastering every note, it's about playing one differently. Find your unique melody, the whisper that sets your soul ablaze. Be the book cave of desire amidst the Starbucks clamor. Let your YouTube channel echo sincerity. And when the rules falter, rewrite them with courage. In this symphony of differentiation, you are both composer and conductor. So raise your baton and let your heart sing. In the bustling marketplace of life, where ambition and opportunity collide, we find ourselves navigating the crimson currents, the red ocean. Here, dreams are forged and fortunes hang in delicate balance. But within this tempest lies a secret passage, a path less traveled, the art of differentiation. Beyond the salary table, large companies seeking talent sometimes defy convention. They cast aside rigid salary tables, matching the bold requests of confident candidates. Imagine a novice sailor striding in, eyes alight with purpose. I'll bring 2 allies aboard, they declare, and my worth is 1.5 times the norm. Some captains scoff, but others lean closer, glimpsing excellence. Negotiating your symphony. Raising your salary need not be a grand crescendo, even if you don't wield the strength of 2 or 3. Consider this being above average suffices. But how? The answer lies in direct engagement. Bypass the open recruitment stage, where conditions are set. Instead, approach companies not actively hiring, knock on their door. Not as a beggar, but as an equal. What can I offer? You ask. Perhaps they'll call you mad. But remember, sanity rarely births innovation. If your skills aren't mere mirages, someone will listen. Entrepreneurs hunger for confidence for capable souls who dare to compose their own symphony. A proposal waltz. Scafer, in his wisdom, advises create value where none is sought. Imagine a barn stage, the spotlight absent. Yet you step forward, offering to boost sales, to weave magic. Your proposal becomes a mirror, reflecting capability. It's not just about numbers, it's about resonance. Each day, as you face your boss, don't plead for coins. Instead, radiate confidence. Overflow with it. Confidence, my friend, is the currency of capability. When you suggest, raise my salary, you're not just asking, you're asserting your worth. And in that assertion, you become more valuable, more capable. The mutable score of life. Life's rules? They're not etched in stone. They're ink on parchment, waiting for revision. To amplify your income, don't merely follow lead. Change the notes. Alter the tempo. Wealthy those who dine on millions aren't all born with silver spoons or celestial talents. No, they dance to a different rhythm. They sell what others overlook. They craft systems, elegant and self-sustaining. Imagine a company or creation humming with life. Sell it, and not only will you reap today's harvest, but also the seeds of tomorrow. And the taxman? Fear not, he takes a mere 20. Your unique refrain. Expertise? It's common. Differentiation? That's the rare note. Think beyond skills, think distinctiveness. Be the violin in a sea of pianos, the whispered lyric in a cacophony. When you dare to suggest, to break free from the score, you become a symphony. And symphonies, my friend, echo through time. So, stand at the conductor's podium. Raise your baton. Let your heart compose. The red oceans call. In the vast theater of existence, where the spotlight flickers and shadows dance, we find ourselves on a stage called life. The crimson curtain rises, revealing a tempestuous sea, the red ocean. Here, dreams unfurl their sails, and fortunes hang like constellations in the night sky. But within this tumult lies a secret passage, a path less traveled, the art of responsibility. The hammer and the finger. Imagine money as your middle finger, a vital digit that points the way. Now, picture someone wielding a hammer, striking that finger. Would you dismiss it, saying, you still have 4 others? Or would you focus entirely on the injured one? Money, my friend, wields similar power. It can heal or harm, elevate or devastate. And just as an injured finger demands attention, money demands our care. The myth of money's allure. Many claim that money isn't everything in life. They're right, of course. But consider this: when your finger throbs with pain, it consumes your thoughts. Similarly, money, that elusive currency, can dominate our existence. It has the power to shape health, relationships, and purpose. So how much money is enough? Not just survival money, the kind that allows you to savor life's sweetest moments. The responsibility symphony. Responsibility, a symphony echoing through time. Bodo Scafer, the legendary investor and mental coach, understood this truth. His journey to financial freedom at age 30 wasn't a fluke, it was orchestrated by responsibility. But what does it mean to take responsibility? It's not merely about blaming oneself for every twist of fate. No, it's about interpreting and responding to life's overtures. The stock market crash and the black swan. When the stock market soars, we feel invincible gods of stocks. But when it crashes, we seek scapegoats, Russian-Ukrainian tensions, semiconductor cycles, interest rate hikes. Bodo Scafer's wisdom pierces through. It's all our fault. Not because we caused global conflicts, but because our response matters. We can't reverse market crashes, but we can reorganize our portfolio, selling risk, buying quality. The steering wheel of life. Responsibility isn't a burden, it's the steering wheel of our existence. If we relinquish it, life becomes a passenger seat. We blame external conditions, surrendering control. But when we grasp that wheel, we navigate storms and calms alike. The crash market. It's our canvas. We can panic or paint resilience. Investing, like composing a symphony, carries risks. We choose squander or study, blame or adapt. The overture of freedom. As the red ocean churns, remember, this wealth isn't just about numbers. It's about the notes we play. Responsibility, our conductor's baton, shapes our destiny. So raise it high. Let your heart compose.
The dance of luck and responsibility. In the grand ballroom of life, where fate swirls like a waltz, we encounter moments of serendipity. COVID-19, that uninvited guest, reshaped our world, birthing fortunes in stock market, real estate, and cryptocurrencies. Some gaze upon these newfound riches and whisper, "You're lucky." But let us unravel this tapestry above, for it is woven, not by chance but by choice. The art of opportunity. Picture an asset plummeting, a wounded bird seeking refuge. To seize this opportunity, one must be prepared. Sufficient funds, like a sturdy nest, await the opportunist. But more crucially, discernment. The ability to recognize the short bottom period. Investment decisions, like delicate brushstrokes, paint the canvas of fortune. Luck, my friend, is the offspring of preparation and action. The guardian spilled coffee. Imagine Bodo Scafer, coffee in hand, meeting his guardian. Suddenly, the guardian pours coffee onto the floor. Startled, Bob wonders at this wasteful act. The guardian's words echo, "This coffee is your talent spilled, high quality, yet worthless without a cup." Talent, like coffee, requires containment. Self-control, the saucer that holds our potential, is the second secret to wealth. The symphony of moderation. Moderation, a delicate dance between abundance and restraint. In the grand orchestra of life, it resonates not only in money, but across all realms. To achieve goals, discipline is our conductor. We refrain from discordant actions that hinder progress. But let us focus on money, the elusive muse. The art of saving. Riches aren't forged solely by earning, they thrive in preservation. Saving, the silent maestro, orchestrates wealth. Yet, why do we struggle? Bodo Scafer offers a remedy. Treat savings as a salary to yourself. Imagine a struggling company, its coffers drained. To survive, it must pay its employees. Similarly, we pay ourselves first into the vault of savings. No leftovers, no excuses. This symphony of self-control echoes through time. The bidet's tale. Bidets, like life, have shades good and bad. A good brush cleanses, while bad debt tarnishes. But what if debt could be a brush? An investment that generates income beyond interest? Here lies the art, discerning between brushes and bidets. Self-control, the compass, guides us toward wealth. The overture of wisdom. As we sway through life's ballroom, let us embrace responsibility and self-control. Love, once veiled, reveals its true form, a dance of choices. So, raise your cup of talent. Sip from the saucer of moderation, and compose your symphony of wealth. The dance of debt and discipline. In the grand ballroom of financial life, where choices, waltz and opportunities pirouette, we find ourselves entangled in a delicate pas de deux, debt and discipline. Bodo Scafer, our maestro, conducts this symphony of responsibility, urging us to pay our dues and dance with self-control. Let us explore the movements that lead to financial freedom. A crescendo of income mastery. Debt's seductive waltz. Debt, like a siren song, lures us into its embrace. Many succumb, taking on loans for consumption. A foolish tango beyond necessity. Clothes, gadgets, fleeting pleasures, they all add up, draining our wallets. But the rich, they don't struggle to repay loans. They orchestrate their financial futures. To become rich, we must repay debt, a disciplined act of self-control. The 5050 principle. Imagine your income as a duet, 50% debt repayment, 50% savings. This principle, etched in notes of wisdom, harmonizes our financial lives. Paying off debt alone won't suffice, we need a symphony of self-control. But what about the big debts? Waiting 8 years to wind them up seems like an eternity. Yet, within those years, lie investment opportunities, fleeting melodies that pass by. Luck favors those with cash, ready to seize the moment. So, save a little, invest wisely, and inch closer to financial freedom. The market's melody. Our income, a sonnet composed by the economic market. It neither hates nor loves us, it pays us what we're worth. But how do we raise our value? Not by toiling blindly within company-set boundaries. Instead, we exceed expectations, collect money beyond salaries. The world doesn't hand us money out of needed rewards ability. Our value, a symphony of qualifications, energy, awareness. Self-same ideas echoes through our contributions. The maximum profit formula. Abstract notions find form in Bodo Scafer's formula. 5 elements like musical motifs weave our financial tapestry. 1. Qualifications, expertise, compared to the best in our field. 2. Energy, the vigor we infuse into our endeavors. 3. Awareness, eyes wide open, spotting opportunities. 4. Self-same ideas, unique perspectives that set us apart. 5. Total, the sum of our efforts, resonating through time. The overture of mastery. As we sway through life's concerto, let us embrace responsibility, self-control, and income mastery. Debt, once a haunting melody, transforms into a harmonious refrain. Discipline, our conductor, guides us toward financial freedom. So, raise your baton, strike the chords, and compose your symphony of wealth. The overture of potential. In the grand symphony of life, where notes of skill and recognition harmonize, we find ourselves as players, each with our unique instrument. Imagine a score that blends energy, self-worth, and ideas. These elements, like musical motifs, weave our destiny. But what if we could amplify our melody? What if we could raise our awareness, the crescendo that transforms confidence into prosperity? The 5 movements of mastery. Let us dissect our composition. The 5 movements that determine our financial symphony. 1. Qualities are virtuosity, the skill set we wield. Imagine an office worker, their abilities hovering around average, A5, perhaps, but passion ignites their performance, A7. Their self-esteem soars, an 8, and creativity dances in their execution, a solid 7. These qualities, like well-tuned instruments, set the stage. 2. Energy, our tempo, the rhythm of our efforts. We march to the beat of deadlines, fueled by purpose. But what if we could amplify our tempo? What if we could channel our energy into a crescendo of productivity? 3. Awareness, our audience, the world that listens. Imagine an office worker, their recognition at a modest 3. But wait, their awareness surges to 30. How? By running a YouTube channel, writing a book, their name echoing through digital corridors. Suddenly, their maximum profit swells to 29.4 million won. Not 2.94 million. Awareness, my friend, is the encore that transforms confidence into currency. 4. Ideas are improvisation, the spark of innovation. Imagine a hairdresser, their scissors deft but not divine. Yet, they command 1.3 million YouTube subscribers. Are they the best hairdresser in Korea? Perhaps not, but their recognition, their symphony of awareness, makes them the most profitable. Ideas, like harmonies, elevate our melody. 5. Self-worth, our conductor, the belief in our own significance. Imagine a teacher, their classroom a canvas, but beyond teaching lies recognition. Teacher Baek Jong-won, a culinary maestro, earns more than others. Not because he's the best cook, but because his name resonates. Self-worth, like a baton, directs our performance. The YouTube a stage where awareness blooms. Not as a social media star, but as a maestro of skill. Imagine a pianist, a coder, a gardener, each with a certain level of mastery. They lecture, they write, they persist. At first, nothing changes. But then a crescendo. The audience grows. The seekers multiply. Their awareness, their financial overture swells. Income follows, like a standing ovation. The finale of freedom. As capitalism's notes echo, we confront money, our eternal companion. To conquer it, we raise our awareness. We learn that competence alone won't suffice. We must promote ourselves, make our name known. And as our income swells, we inch closer to economic freedom. The curtain falls, but our symphony continues. For in this capitalist opera, awareness, our encore, unlocks the door to joy. The prelude of possibility. In the grand symphony of life, where notes of wealth and wisdom intertwine, we find ourselves as composers, each with our unique score. Imagine a melody that blends responsibility, knowledge, and practicality. These elements, like harmonious chords, shape our destiny. But what if we could amplify our composition? What if we could follow a roadmap, a 3-step crescendo toward financial freedom? The overture of responsibility. Let us dissect our composition. The 3 movements that lead to financial liberation. 1. Prepare an economic airbag. Imagine a crisis, sudden job loss, unpaid debts, or unexpected illness. How long could you survive? Write down the minimum amount needed to weather this tempest. An economic airbag, not just savings, but a lifeline. Meet A, an ordinary office worker. Their mortgage, vehicle costs, insurance premiums, food, utilities, and communication expenses add up to $3,625 per month. But what if sickness strikes? How long until they recover and find a new job? An economic airbag, the safety net that bridges crisis and stability. 2. Secure economic stability. Imagine the aftermath of illness or job loss. How long until you regain stability? B. An electrical worker faces this uncertainty. It could take up to 12 months to find a new job. Stability, not just survival, but the ability to thrive. Bodo Scafer's wisdom echoes, prepare for the unexpected. An economic airbag, the bridge from crisis to stability. It's not just about money, it's about resilience. 3. Enjoy financial freedom. Imagine a symphony where stability transforms into freedom. Financial freedom, not just wealth, but the ability to compose your life's melody. Schaefer's formula, a roadmap to this crescendo. Awareness, self-control, and income mastery. The notes that elevate our composition. The YouTube Sonata. YouTube a stage where awareness blooms. Not as a social media star, but as a maestro of skill. Imagine a pianist, a coder, a gardener, each with a certain level of mastery. They lecture, they write, they persist. At first, nothing changes. But then a crescendo. The audience grows. The seekers multiply. Their awareness, their financial overture swells. Income follows, like a standing ovation. The finale of freedom. As capitalism's notes echo, we confront money, our eternal companion. To conquer it, we raise our awareness. We learn that competence alone won't suffice. We must promote ourselves, make our name known. And as our income swells, we inch closer to economic freedom. The curtain falls, but our symphony continues. For in this capitalist opera, awareness, our encore, unlocks the door to joy. Prelude to protection. In the grand symphony of life, where notes of risk and resilience intertwine, we find ourselves as composers, each with our unique score. Imagine a melody that blends courage, caution, and calculation. These elements, like harmonious chords, shape our destiny. But what if we could amplify our composition? What if we could follow a roadmap, a three-step crescendo toward financial freedom? The airbag's anthem. Let us dissect our composition. The three movements that lead to financial liberation. 1. Creating an economic airbag. Imagine a crisis, sudden job loss, unpaid debts, or unexpected illness. How long could you survive? Write down the minimum amount needed to weather this tempest. An economic airbag, not just savings, but a lifeline. OAC, an ordinary office worker, faces this challenge. Their monthly expenses, mortgage, vehicle costs, insurance premiums, food, utilities, and communication total $3,625. But what if sickness strikes? How long until they recover and find a new job? An economic airbag, the safety net that bridges crisis and stability. 2. Safety first. Imagine the aftermath of illness or job loss. How long until you regain stability? Bodo Scafer's wisdom echoes: prepare for the unexpected. An economic airbag, the bridge from crisis to stability. It's not just about money, it's about resilience. 3. The cost of safety. But what if safety has a cost? An economic airbag, essential yet vulnerable. In emergencies, we must spend what we've saved. Safety, like a delicate note, requires balance. The budget sonata. Budgeting, a symphony where control meets clarity. Imagine tracking every note of spending, every chord of consumption. Many say they can't save because they spend first and save what's left. But without a budget, money leaks like a forgotten melody. So, at the airbag stage, write a budget, a conductor's score that guides your spending. The safety dilemma. Safety, a paradox. Imagine choosing between safety and returns. Safe investment deposits, savings, insurance offer low returns. Yet, they shield us from loss. High return methods tempt us, but greed often leads to failure. Safety, like a well-tuned instrument, must play its part. If we forget this principle, we risk everything, like walking barefoot without airbags. The encore of wisdom. As we navigate life's concerto, let us embrace safety without fear. Economic airbags, not just devices, but dreams safeguarded. They provide peace of mind, psychological stability, and resilience. The curtain falls, but our symphony continues. For in this financial opera, safety, our encore, ensures that, even when we stumble, we can rise again. Prelude to aspiration. In the grand symphony of life, where notes of ambition and security intertwine, we find ourselves as composers, each with our unique score. Imagine a melody that blends dreams, stability, and prosperity. These elements, like harmonious chords, shape our destiny. But what if we could amplify our composition? What if we could follow a roadmap, a three-step crescendo toward financial freedom? The airbag's anthem. Let us dissect our composition. The three movements that lead to financial liberation. 1. Creating an economic airbag. Imagine a crisis, sudden job loss, unpaid debts, or unexpected illness. How long could you survive? Write down the minimum amount needed to weather this tempest. An economic airbag, not just savings, but a lifeline. OAC, an ordinary office worker, faces this challenge. Their monthly expenses, mortgage, vehicle costs, insurance premiums, food, utilities, and communication total $3,625. But what if sickness strikes? How long until they recover and find a new job? An economic airbag, the safety net that bridges crisis and stability. 2. Safety first. Imagine the aftermath of illness or job loss. How long until you regain stability? Bodo Scafer's wisdom echoes: prepare for the unexpected. An economic airbag, the bridge from crisis to stability. It's not just about money, it's about resilience. 3. The cost of safety. But what if safety has a cost? An economic airbag, essential yet vulnerable. In emergencies, we must spend what we've saved. Safety, like a well-tuned instrument, must play its part. If we forget this principle, we risk everything, like walking barefoot without airbags. The stability sonata. Stability, a symphony where control meets clarity. Imagine tracking every note of spending, every chord of consumption. Many say they can't save because they spend first and save what's left. But without a budget, money leaks like a forgotten melody. So, at the airbag stage, write a budget, a conductor's score that guides your spending. The pursuit of dreams. Dreams, the crescendo that transforms stability into prosperity. Imagine a list of desires: a house, a car, travel, and gifts for loved ones. Excessive greed is a pitfall, but wanting more is natural. Now, calculate the cost of your dreams. Write them down without hesitation. But remember, never kill the goose that lays the golden eggs. Some dreams may require installments or mortgages. Calculate the monthly amounts, the rhythm of your aspirations. The encore of ambition. As we navigate life's concerto, let us embrace dreams without fear. Economic airbags, not just devices, but dreams safeguarded. They provide peace of mind, psychological stability, and resilience. The curtain falls, but our symphony continues. For in this financial opera, dreams, our encore, ensure that, even when we stumble, we can rise again. Prelude to prosperity. In the grand symphony of life, where notes of risk and reward intertwine, we find ourselves as composers, each with our unique score. Imagine a melody that blends caution, courage, and calculation. These elements, like harmonious chords, shape our destiny. But what if we could amplify our composition? What if we could follow a roadmap, a three-step crescendo toward financial freedom? The Airbag's Anthem. Let us dissect our composition. The three movements that lead to financial liberation. 1. Creating an economic airbag. Imagine a crisis, sudden job loss, unpaid debts, or unexpected illness. How long could you survive? Write down the minimum amount needed to weather this tempest. An economic airbag, not just savings, but a lifeline. OMR. A. An office worker in Vancouver dreams of a one-bedroom apartment. The cost? $600,000. His monthly expenses, mortgage, utilities, car costs, travel, exercise, and child support total $7,000. Economic airbags are essential, but they're just the beginning. 2. Safety first. Imagine the aftermath of illness or job loss. How long until you regain stability? Bodo Scafer's wisdom echoes: prepare for the unexpected. An economic airbag, a bridge from crisis to stability. But what next? Stability, not just survival, but the ability to thrive. 3. The pursuit of dreams. But what if safety has a cost? An economic airbag, essential yet vulnerable. In emergencies, we must spend what we've saved. Safety, like a well-tuned instrument, must play its part. If we forget this principle, we risk everything, like walking barefoot without airbags. The Stability Sonata. Stability, a symphony where control meets clarity. Imagine tracking every note of spending, every chord of consumption. Many say they can't save because they spend first and save what's left. But without a budget, money leaks like a forgotten melody. So, at the airbag stage, write a budget, a conductor's score that guides your spending. The pursuit of wealth. We've secured stability, but what now? Imagine taking a bigger adventure. Bodo Scafer encourages us to take the plunge. Find investment products that yield 20% to 30% returns. Private equity, real estate, startups. The possibilities are vast. But remember, the greater the profit, the greater the risk. Maintain stability while investing, a delicate balance. The encore of wisdom. As we navigate life's concerto, let us embrace dreams without fear. Economic airbags, not just devices, but dreams safeguarded. They provide peace of mind, psychological stability, and resilience. The curtain falls, but our symphony continues. For in this financial opera, dreams are encore. Ensure that, even when we stumble, we can rise again. Prelude to aspiration. In the grand symphony of life, where notes of ambition and authenticity intertwine, we find ourselves as composers, each with our unique score. Imagine a melody that blends audacity, purpose, and passion. These elements, like harmonious chords, shape our destiny. But what if we could amplify our composition? What if we could follow a roadmap, a three-step crescendo toward fulfillment? The billionaire's wisdom. Let us dissect our composition. The three movements that lead to a life well lived. 1. Unreasonable goals. Imagine a glass bottle, a pumpkin, and a billionaire's advice. If you achieve your goal, you'll be in that bottle, contained yet thriving. Life, like a pumpkin, conforms to our expectations. Set a dollar goal, and life delivers a dollar. But what if we dared to dream beyond reason? The turning point begins, a symphony of audacity. Auth billionaire's words echo: impossible? That's your goal. It must be. Unattainable goals, the catalysts for change. Turning points don't arrive in a single moment, they unfold through persistence. Ordinary lives follow the status quo, but successful lives are orchestrated by goals. 2. Living according to goals. Imagine running 100 kilometers instead of walking 100 meters. Goals, the compass guiding our thoughts and actions. If you insist on a $60,000 salary, that's your orbit. But what if you aim for $100,000 or $10 million? Suddenly, everything shifts. Side jobs, investments, business ventures, they all beckon. Unreasonable goals, the spark that ignites transformation. 3. Passion and purpose. Imagine choosing work you love. In your 20s, the canvas is wide open. What kind of work resonates with your soul? Not just because life is short, but because you'll compete with those who truly love their craft. Bodo Scafer's wisdom echoes: success lies in doing what you love, not for fleeting happiness, but because passion fuels excellence. Passionate pursuits, the crescendo of authenticity. The Turning Point Sonata. Turning Point's a symphony where audacity meets action. Imagine rewriting life's script. Most strive within realistic bounds, reaping predictable results. But what if we dared to compose our own melody? Unreasonable goals, the ink that rewrites our story. Success isn't about conforming, it's about creating. The encore of authenticity. As we navigate life's concerto, let us embrace audacity without fear. Unreasonable goals, not just dreams, but the seeds of transformation. They provide purpose, direction, and the courage to rewrite our fate. The curtain falls, but our symphony continues. For in this human opera, passion, our encore, ensures that, even when we stumble, we can rise again. Prelude to uncharted territories. In the grand symphony of life, where notes of curiosity and courage intertwine, we find ourselves as composers, each with our unique score. Imagine a melody that blends familiarity, discomfort, and determination. These elements, like harmonious chords, shape our destiny. But what if we could amplify our composition? What if we could follow a roadmap, a three-step crescendo toward self-discovery? The comfort zone's lullaby. Let us dissect our composition. The three movements that lead to a life well lived. 1. Breaking free. Imagine a classroom filled with students. Some soaring, others crawling. Among them, the Japanese animation fanatics stand out. Their passion for anime transcends all other subjects. Even at the bottom academically, they score 100% in their beloved domain. These enthusiasts, the ones who can fly and crawl, hold a secret. They've found something they truly enjoy. So, if you want to succeed, venture beyond the familiar. Seek the unexpected. Unreasonable goals, the dice that lead to discovery. Off billionaire's wisdom echoes life. Doesn't change much unless you make drastic changes. To find your dream, step out of the comfort zone. Familiarity blinds us, it keeps us from recognizing happiness or misfortune. The turning point begins when you dare to explore the uncharted territories. 2. Immersing in discomfort. Imagine the classroom expanding beyond school walls. As adults, we're still confined by familiarity. But what if we immersed ourselves in things we don't like? Paradoxically, this discomfort often reveals hidden joys. The law of averages, the rhythm of persistence, begins to apply. Suddenly, we realize I don't hate this work as much as I thought. The work we like emerges from the depths of discomfort. 3. The dice of dreams. Imagine gambling with life. The dice are choices, are risks. Most people throw once or twice, hoping for a quick win. But what if we played 100 times? The law of averages. The symphony of persistence kicks in. We calculate probabilities, redefine success, and embrace the journey. Our friend, however, throws the dice just once. The turning point eludes them. The symphony of discovery. Turning point's a symphony where audacity meets action. Imagine rewriting life's script. Most strive within realistic bounds, reaping predictable results. But what if we dare to compose our own melody? Unreasonable goals, the ink that rewrites our story. Success isn't about conforming, it's about creating. The encore of persistence. As we navigate life's concerto, let us embrace discomfort without fear. Unreasonable goals, not just dreams, but the seeds of transformation. They provide purpose, direction, and the courage to rewrite our fate. The curtain falls, but our symphony continues. For in this human opera, persistence, our encore ensures that even when we stumble, we can rise again. In the grand symphony of existence, where the ethereal notes of endurance and aspiration intertwine, we find ourselves as composers, each wielding a unique score. Imagine a melody that blends waiting, striving, and resilience. These elements, like harmonious chords, shape our destiny. But what if we could amplify our composition? What if we could follow a roadmap, a three-step crescendo toward fulfillment? The mirage of patience. Picture a desolate landscape, buffeted by cold winds, and the relentless punches of life. It seems like perseverance, but it's a mirage. Real patience isn't about stoically enduring pain. It's about waiting for the opportune moment. Consider a fledgling actor honing their craft, patiently preparing for the day they'll brilliantly perform as a lead. Similarly, we hold on not out of masochism, but to catch the investment season that arrives once every decade. We cling to the blue-tinged stock market, a symphony of patience, knowing that wealth accrues to those who wait strategically. True perseverance as skill development. Perseverance isn't static, it's a dynamic process of skill acquisition. Our life goal transforms into this very journey. High pay and prestigious jobs serve as mere trophies. The real prize lies in mastering valuable skills. The golden mentality begins with patience for skill development, waiting for the sunrise of mastery. Like a painter layering brushstrokes on canvas, we build expertise incrementally. Each stroke contributes to the grand masterpiece of our lives. The driving force sonata. Imagine a wheel set in neutral gear. To set a car in motion, we apply force initially. But once the wheel turns, momentum takes over, making movement easier. Real patience mirrors this wheel, always in motion. It's not about burning out in a single day, rather, it's about cultivating consistent habits. The driving force accelerates growth. However, we must remain vigilant. Negative momentum works similarly. We must halt actions that hinder success before they gain irreversible velocity. The symphony of persistence. Success, akin to a captivating game, demands orchestration. We set the right direction, exercise patience, and persevere. It's not about enduring pain stoically, it's about moving forward purposefully. Real patience isn't passive, it maintains beneficial habits and keeps the engine of success humming. Do you possess this symphonic patience? Can you sustain the rhythm of progress? The encore of resilience. As we navigate life's concerto, let us embrace patience without trepidation. Unreasonable goals, not mere dreams, but the seeds of transformation, provide purpose, direction, and the audacity to rewrite our fate. The curtain falls on each act, but our symphony continues. In this human opera, persistence, our encore, ensures that even when we stumble, we can rise again, harmonizing with the universe's eternal melody. Prelude to resilience. In the grand symphony of life, where notes of adversity and opportunity intertwine, we find ourselves as composers, each with our unique score. Imagine a melody that blends fear, growth, and alchemical transformation. These elements, like harmonious chords, shape our destiny. But what if we could amplify our composition? What if we could follow a roadmap, a three-step crescendo toward inner wealth? The mirage of fear. Let us dissect our composition, the three movements that lead to resilience. 1. Fear's illusion. Imagine facing challenges. YouTube, entrepreneurship, big projects. Yet, 99% hesitate. Why? Fear. The dread of failure and concern about others' opinions paralyze us. But here's the truth: the pain we anticipate is often exaggerated. When we finally experience it, it's not as insurmountable as we imagine. Fear strongest before reality sets in, gradually weakening as we confront it. Real perseverance isn't enduring torture, it's skill development. Like an actor honing their craft, we patiently wait for mastery. We replace vague worries with specific problems to solve. The secret? Defining the problem clearly, and gratitude, the light that dispels darkness. 2. The driving force sonata. Imagine a wheel in neutral gear. To move a car, apply force initially. Once it rolls, it becomes easier. Real patience is like this wheel, always in motion. It's not about burning out in a day, it's about consistent habits. The driving force accelerates growth, but beware, negative momentum works the same way. Stop actions that hinder success before they accelerate further. 3. The symphony of emotional alchemy. Imagine transforming fear into gratitude. Fear, an emotion with no mass, yet intense impact. Breakups, job losses, their pain varies. But it's not the situation, it's our emotional response. We replace "I'm worried" with "I have a problem." Gratitude fills the darkness of worry. Instead of focusing on what we lack, we appreciate what we have. The secret to defeating fear lies in recognizing it as an emotion. The encore of transformation. As we navigate life's concerto, let us embrace gratitude without fear. Unreasonable goals, not just dreams, but the seeds of resilience. They provide purpose, direction, and the courage to rewrite our fate. The curtain falls, but our symphony continues. For in this human opera, emotional alchemy, our encore ensures that even when we stumble, we can rise again. The alchemist's quest. In the alchemical chambers of life, where base metals turn to gold, we find ourselves as seekers, each with our unique crucible. Imagine a journey that blends fear, gratitude, and transformation. These elements, like mystical ingredients, shape our destiny. But what if we could amplify our alchemical process? What if we could follow a roadmap, a three-step crescendo toward inner wealth? The alchemist's fear. Let us delve into our alchemical journey. The three stages that lead to transformation. 1. Fear's illusion. Imagine facing the philosopher's stone, the ultimate goal of alchemy. Yet, 99% hesitate. Why? Fear. The dread of failure and concern about others' opinions paralyze us. But here's the truth: the pain we anticipate is often exaggerated. When we finally experience it, it's not as insurmountable as we imagine. Fear strongest before reality sets in, gradually weakening as we confront it. 2. Perseverance isn't enduring torture, it's skill development. Like an alchemist honing their craft, we patiently wait for mastery. We replace vague worries with specific problems to solve. The secret? Defining the problem clearly, and gratitude, the light that dispels darkness. 3. The elixir of transformation. Imagine a cauldron bubbling with possibilities. To transmute base metals into gold, we must apply heat and pressure. Real patience is like this alchemical process, always in motion. It's not about burning out in a day, it's about consistent habits. The driving force accelerates growth, but beware, negative momentum works the same way. Stop actions that hinder success before they accelerate further. 4. The symphony of emotional alchemy. Imagine transforming fear into gratitude. Fear, an emotion with no mass, yet intense impact. Breakups, job losses, their pain varies. But it's not the situation, it's our emotional response. We replace "I'm worried" with "I have a problem." Gratitude fills the darkness of worry. Instead of focusing on what we lack, we appreciate what we have. The secret to defeating fear lies in recognizing it as an emotion. The philosopher's stone. As we navigate life's alchemical journey, let us embrace gratitude without fear. Unreasonable goals, not just dreams, but the seeds of transformation. They provide purpose, direction, and the courage to rewrite our fate. The curtain falls, but our symphony continues. For in this human opera, emotional alchemy, our elixir ensures that even when we stumble, we can rise again.